Hey everybody, this is Deb with Art and Grace, and I am so glad to be here in Shelly's group, Autumn Harvest. Thank you, Shelly, for inviting me to create something for you. I am so thrilled to be here. A lot of you don't know me, but I'm Deb Brown, and I own Art and Grace. I do all kinds of arts and crafts, actually, and I began when I was a child, probably like a lot of you. In fact, when you pop on, if you're watching, even if it's the replay, I'm curious to know how many of you started crafting when you were a kid. Because for me, it started literally in kindergarten. I can remember vividly the first thing I ever remember making was what we called Jesus sandals. I was in Sunday school, and our teacher brought cardboard cutouts the shape of our feet. We colored them with markers, and then she poked holes in them and used yarn to tie them around our feet and lower leg. So we had the most fun with those. And then wore them, well, didn't wear them home, but once I got home, I put them on and wore them all afternoon. In fact, probably till they just fell apart. But that's the first thing I remember making, and I never stopped. Crafted with my grandmother all growing up, and just have continued to make things for my own home. So yesterday, last night, I jumped in and said I could do today for you guys, and I was in and out of the dollar store in about 7 minutes, maybe 8. But I just grabbed some things real quick, knowing I can do something with it. And then it kind of came to me as I was driving home what I was going to do. So anyway, hopefully you guys will enjoy this, and you can share it with friends if it's not something you would want or would want in your home. It's still fun to see what people make and maybe give it to somebody else or make it for somebody else or whatever. So let me turn you down. I don't have a big space in here, so you guys bear with the small space. Hopefully you can see. And I'm going to be sure I can see comments on my computer. So if somebody would just let me know that you can see everything right here on the desk, and that it's, it's looking okay and you can hear me okay. So just either comment or throw up some hearts or something so I will see if you guys can see. Okay, I think I saw Shelly throw up a heart or something or a like. So yeah, hopefully you guys can see me. So I have the supply list in the unit here, but the pizza pan is what we're going to start with, which is pretty funny that you could make something with a pizza pan for your home. Just $1 at the Dollar Tree. I'll kind of show you the things that I picked up. But I recommend use what you have. If you have a lot of supplies on hand, you may not have to buy anything, or only the pan itself if you want to make this. But I grabbed, a bundle of these burlap looking sunflowers. Obviously everything's $1. And then I got this tube mesh, or whatever you call it, just the tubing. So $1 for that. I grabbed a couple of these. I don't know if I'll use them or not, but they're just cute wooden stick-like little balls that I may put on here. I originally, when I grabbed them, thought I might try to make them look like pumpkins, but actually just kind of like the rustic element that they bring to things. I grabbed one of these little picks. So they've got the little clip already on them. Of course, you can remove that if you need to, but I've got those. I've got some of these. I just started clipping these off, and then I thought, well, maybe I should wait and do that with you guys. But anyway, it was a bundle of these little berry things, and they're just kind of the cream color. I just wanted to go with neutrals for this one. Got one bundle of these. Y'all see that okay? Hey, Tanya. I'm glad you're here. Or Tanya. Sorry, I don't know how you say that. Tanya or Tanya. Okay, and then already had on hand plenty of paint, so I've got some paint set out here. And oh, and I bought this calendar. This is $1 at the Dollar Tree, and y'all, it's so cute. There's so many little designs that you can use for other things. So, of course, they try to go with the months, so strawberry, summer. I almost use this one. I like the apples. Lemons. And then as you get down here to Christmas, I've got really cute stuff on here. So here's all the designs that come on it. And you can even use this page on something small. Like you could make gift tags or who knows what from this. So I don't know, I just get really inspired when I see Dollar Tree items for $1 and what different ways we can use them to make things. And then I've got, I'm going to use a paintbrush because I am going to paint this just a little bit. I've got scissors. I've got a couple of things. I don't know how I'm going to use all this, but I'd grab some wire, one of these zip ties. I grabbed a piece of, this is, you know, like for a sander. I just grabbed a piece because it's the finest that I have, so I'll grab that. Grabbed one of these sponge brushes. Honestly, this is all stuff I have in my supply, so kind of thinking I don't know exactly what I'm going to use. I'm just going to do it with you guys and see how it works. And then I've got my glue gun turned on, so if I need that, which I'm sure I will. Hey, so Shelly, yeah, it is. The Dollar Tree just has so many cute things. The only other thing that I might grab that I don't have right here within reach is my jute cord. So I'm just stepping over here to see if I have that. And I may be out. I should have grabbed some because I bet I'm at, no, here it is. Here's some. Okay. So I just grabbed some of the jute that I had on hand, and I might use that. So we can get going. So if you guys are already crafting for fall and Christmas, will you let me know in the comments? I'm curious what everybody's making and if they're starting to make things. I think a lot of us are starting earlier than normal just because we are home more, and you know, might as well use our time and get going. So the first thing I'm going to do is, oh, and I did keep this. So keep this little, this is exactly how it came, just a half of, you know, a page, but it's going to be my template for what I put onto here. But what I'm going to do, and I don't even know if this step's necessary, but I am going to sand this right here. The edge is going to be painted. So I am going to sand it. So I'm going to hold it over here so it's not so loud in your ear. But I'm just going to quickly do a rough sand and get that to where it'll take my paint better. But this will show you how fast it is. It doesn't have to be anything fancy or a huge job. It's just that fast. And I'm going to wipe it off. But just to rough up these edges so the paint will take better. When you get on, let me know where you're watching from, and I like to see where everybody else is from. I'm in Texas and in Fort Worth, so it's a balmy day over here, real hot. Okay, so I've got that, you know, sanded a little bit so it will take my paint just fine. I'm going to use chalk paint. You can use any color paint, any type of paint. Acrylics would be good, but chalk paint always is good for me when I do more of a rustic paint or a rustic craft. It just has that kind of rustic look to it, so that's what I'm going to use. And then I picked, the choice that I picked for my center part is this one. It's a kind of a fall look, but it's not over the top fall, so I can hang it up pretty quick. I probably will maybe wait a couple of weeks and then put it up. So what I did is I took my template. I found an image in this calendar that I liked and wanted to use. And of course you can find an image anywhere. You can print one, you can download one, you can create one yourself. But here is another one that you could use, and I just laid it down where I knew I wanted, you know, my item to show. And I'm sorry if you hear my boxer dog, she will bark. I'm sure she makes sure we know that anybody is around, or any pet, any animal that walks by. So anyway, I just laid it on there and cut. I didn't even trace or anything. I just cut right around it and then held it this way and cut around that way to get my shape. If some of the words are not on there, that's okay, because you can cover it up. What I will eventually do is cover some things up. So see, if words get cut off or whatever, that's fine. So that's how I did that. But the first step, I am going to go ahead and do my edges with a little chalk paint. So you guys, I want y'all to pick, because honestly, I like both of these so much. One is a cream color and one is a kind of a really light, I don't even know, what do you call this? sage green, I guess. So tell me which one I should do, either the creamy color or the sage green. Does anybody have a preference? Iowa, hey, good. Hi, Jeannie, how are you today? I'm glad some of you guys are popping on. So Angie, how's Iowa today? What's the temperature there? You like the gray green, Kelly? How are you today? Glad you're here. Sage green. Yeah, I like that sage too. Okay, that's what I was kind of going for. And I think it will, you know, obviously bring in a little color, since a lot of what I'm using is very neutral. Oh, that's pretty. I haven't used it yet, clearly, so. And I did shake it, but I might stir it a little too. Let's see. This is not something you have to paint neatly either. You're just getting color on the edges. So if it gets down here, that's fine. You could even just go ahead. In fact, I probably will do that. Go ahead and just let it come on down. That is a really pretty soft color. You'll see that? I like these thicker paints. This one, I tried it. I just love Decor. I use them a lot. And so it's their Americana Decor Chalky Finish. So this will go on really nicely. So just going to paint it on haphazardly because I am going to go ahead and bring it down here. I don't want it super thick because I want it to dry quick since this is, you guys are going to watch. So I don't want to spend all day. When I do a craft for somebody or for myself even, I'll take more time, but I just want to show y'all how easy and quick and inexpensive we can get creative with these things. So tell me where you're at. You know, I know Iowa and we've got a Houston. Where you guys live, is school starting there, or what's the situation on school for you guys? I'm out of the loop with my kids being grown. So I really don't know. I know that ours is starting, but they've got a lot of online implementation going, and probably expect that they might have a lot of people doing the online this year. So if you guys have school kids, tell me what y'all are doing. And I know it's a challenge for everybody and lots of hard decisions being made, but I think you just have to do the absolute, you know, best thing for your family, what you think is right, and go, because there's not a one of us who knows, you know, exactly what's right. We're just doing the best we can, and we're in it. I hate to say we're in it together, but we are. You know, we're all dealing with the changes together. So there's all I really have to do. I went ahead and just painted the rim, and I brought it on down because I like that look. I don't want it really silver there. And then when I put my picture on here, it is going to cover, you know, obviously it'll cover the parts that I didn't do. So that's a really pretty color. And while that is drying, probably should have had a hairdryer to dry it faster, but while that is drying, I'm going to cut some of my elements off of the wire they're on and open up packages. Okay, so let me see if anybody, first day of pre-K for our daughter. Oh, how sweet, pre-K. Was she happy to go, Kelly, or was she, you know, timid or fearful about her, or how was she? That is such a sweet little age. In person at Christian School, Ashley. Online, yeah. Still trying to figure out school. Yes, I know. I think it's a day-by-day thing for most people, isn't it? I can't see all your comments, even though I'm hitting refresh. It's only showing me just some of them, but you know, it doesn't let me go up. So I will answer anybody's comments, or you know, I'll reply when I get done here. I promise. I actually really love seeing what you guys think, or if you haven't. Sometimes if you have another idea, I'll do it again, and I'll try your idea. So these would be really pretty painted, you guys. You could take that paint and just paint these whatever color you want. And I have seen people stick those little lights in here. So you get a string of lights, or you may already have one left over, and you could put the lights in here and have it painted, and that'd be even cute around here, or just using on your table, an entry table or something. Hey, Rosie, you got in. I saw you requested, and I knew the admin would let you in, but yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of people requesting. And let's see. I'm going to use my scissors. Don't tell anybody. I have, this pair is, you know, they're not my good scissors, so I'll use them on wire like this, but it would be good if I had my wire cutters. And that's why I started to do some last night. I had those brown ones, or the white berries I wanted to cut off. But anyway, I'm just going to cut a few of these off. I don't know if I will use the stem or not. I may take them completely off and just use the flower itself. I think it's kind of fun doing these live like this and just going for it. I got my inspiration from Shelly because she did that. Of course, Shelly is a master. I love everything she does. She does it so beautifully. She can make a Dollar Tree pumpkin look like $1 million. Did y'all see the beautiful leopard print pumpkin? I thought that looks like a boutique. You might pay $25, $30 for that. I don't really need to do this, but I just saw I probably scratched it with that stem, and I'm gonna just touch it up right there. I'm gonna move this to the side while I work on these, getting these off. In person, Ashley, and let's see. She was mixed but excited a little. Yeah, it's like they get a little lunch box or something, and you know, school supplies. That's fun. Angie, I got these at the Dollar Tree. So do you guys have a Dollar Tree where you're at? You get whatever's in the package for $1. So 3 for $1. You can't beat that. And I got these little clips, pumpkin clips. You can also paint these. I've painted these in the past, but I kind of liked this kind of creamy color. And usually I will wrap jute around the stem or something to dress up the stem a little. Angie, you guys have a Dollar Tree where you're at? Oops. I hardly ever use these as a bunch. I usually break them up for different projects and things, but you know, you can get a lot better quality items at, you know, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, different places. But if you're just wanting a really inexpensive, easy, fun thing, then there is nothing wrong with these. Just kind of taking these apart while that thing dries. Oh, good. You have 6. You must be in a big area. I have 2, and then I can go to the next town over and get, I always say Fort Worth, but it's technically Burleson. So Fort Worth, we're South Fort Worth. If I cross the street to my neighbor's house, they're in Fort Worth. I'm technically, I guess, in Burleson. And then I love this, it's mesh. Let me see how they call it. Mesh tube. But I think it's, you know, you've seen it like for Halloween. I've seen a lot. And at Christmas they have red and green. But this looks like jute. So I think it's really cool. And it feels like jute. So they've got it worked in. They do. I don't know if you can see that, but I really like it. I'm going to try using that. Oh, they do, Kelly? Cool. Well, next time you come visit, hopefully COVID will be, you know, I mean, at some point it's going to have to get better and we can get together and have lunch or something. So let's see, I need a little, I know I got it out, the decoupage, or decoupage. And you can use whatever you have. I have glossy and matte. I would use normally matte for this project. Oh, there it is. So yes, I'm going to use matte. So just matte Mod Podge. There's a recipe on Pinterest where you can make your own with, I think it's all-purpose glue and water. And I did that a long time ago. But when I use a 40% off coupon, sometimes I just want to go ahead and get it and not mess with mixing it up. And I can use a brush, but I like to use these a lot because I get them real cheap and throw it away when I'm done. So I'll just use this to get my picture down. So I'm going to put some glue on this side, and I'll also put it on the picture once I get it on here. I know, Kelly, me too. I have really, we are both self-employed, so our insurance is really terrible. It doesn't cover hardly anything. It's mainly for emergencies. So I have tried like everything to stay home and just, you know, keep us safe and healthy. And I know that, you know, that a lot of people are getting out and not having any problem, but since our insurance, we would have to pay, it's $8,100 deductible per person, if that tells you how bad it is. So I'm just really trying to stay home, and you know, my husband's getting out and running errands, the kind where you order groceries and pick them up or things like that. He's being real careful, but I am so ready to be back around people, and thank goodness for things like this. That's why I'm so thankful for Shelly and the others who are putting these events on, because we need people, and this is a way that we can communicate and be together even though we're not physically together. If you have a brayer, you can use that, but I'm just using my hands. It's fine to just press everything down. If you have a credit card, that works really well to press everything down. But I just kind of work out the air bubbles, and then I'll Mod Podge on the top of this. And I didn't do a very good job laying this down carefully because I'm in a hurry, and I shouldn't hurry that much. But anyway, you're going to get the idea. But already, don't you love the color with that little picture? It's already cute. So going to Mod Podge over the top of it, even though my air bubbles aren't out, that's okay. I just want to show you guys how quick and easy, and I'll do another one. I'll probably, I might get this off and do this. But anyway, I'm going to just keep going and show you guys. If you're careful and you lay it down carefully and get the air bubbles out, it won't bubble up like mine did. But I know a lot of people don't have a lot of time. There may be some even watching kind of while they work, and I don't want to keep you guys. I really appreciate you popping on. I know our time is always valuable, and thank you for supporting me while I paint and while I craft. It's really fun to have an audience and somebody there to talk to. So there, that's how easy it is to get those on. And my paint is perfectly dry. Okay. I'm just checking to be sure I don't have any other comments I haven't seen, so I'm kind of refreshing. Hi Tammy, how are you? I'm glad you're here. Did anybody else pop on that I haven't seen? Des Moines, Iowa. Oh, close to, okay. Yeah, for some reason I see 1, 2, 3, 4 comments, and all the rest, even though I click on them to look, I can't see them, so I don't know, but I will check them in a little bit. So I'm gonna, let's see, I'm gonna try to, I think, I don't know, I can't decide how I want to, if I want to use any stems or, gosh, that's gonna be cute. What I think I'm gonna do is, you're really seeing the process. You're seeing me think it out and everything. I think I'm gonna take them off. Thanks, Tammy. I can't wait to see what I do either. We'll We'll see. And a lot of times, you know, you can use them like this depending on what you want, but sometimes I take them right off of this and just peel that off and can hot glue that onto here with, you know, with a little more ease. So I'm going to start just kind of adding these elements one by one with my hot glue gun. See if I can keep from burning myself. The paint I'm using, Angie, is, yes, it's acrylic. It is the Americana Deco Art Chalky Finish. And this is like a sage green. It's called, the color is called Vintage. It's really pretty. And it just goes on, it's a chalky, you know, so it goes on really good and has a really pretty color to it. You guys that craft, do you guys always have something lined out that you're going to do, or do you do what I'm doing and just kind of wing it and see what? I like to just, if it's not an expensive thing, then I really like to do it this way and just kind of feel it as I go and decide where I want to place everything as I go. But, you know, depending on if money's involved, then I'm going to do it. I'll plan it out. Okay, Kelly, I'm so glad I hope she had a good day. Let us know. I'm curious how she did today. Sweet little pre-Ks. Hey, Jamie, did I see Jamie? Yay, how are you? I went 2 times yesterday, did 2 different ones. To Dollar Trees? What'd you get, Jamie? Or is it a secret? Because I bet you're presenting in here and I bet it's a secret. But let me know if you can. So I'm just kind of go around. This is my thought process. And just put some greenery here. Ooh, a big picture idea. Cool. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. You have it. Yes, that's kind of me. I mean, I really grabbed this stuff not knowing, but as I was driving home, I figured out what I was going to do. And so, yeah, this is just kind of getting it how I'm going to like it. So. I'm real big on, I'll look at something like on the Kirkland's website or somewhere and then figure out how I can make it with dollar store items, you know, really cheap. And so, yeah, I get flexible because obviously you're not going to find everything that you need for something that they have on Kirkland's website usually, but you can get really close. So just kind of deciding, I'm probably going to go a little, almost halfway down with these things and then start adding the rest. I just want the base to be the greenery. I know, Jamie, you should have seen me. It was probably comical because I was like, they probably thought I was on a game show for quick shopping or something. I was just, grab this, grab that, go. It wasn't busy, but I just didn't want to linger. I just wanted to get what I needed and get out. And but I bet it looked funny. Oh, cool. So yeah, Jamie does art journaling, and so yeah, she said she was there to look at things for her art journaling. Do any of you guys art journal? You might know Jamie, or you can check out her page is Creations of Studio 39, I believe. Is that right, Jamie? Did I say it right? She does art in the morning, and she has videos every morning, or Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I believe. Really fun to watch. So pop over there some morning and catch one of those. And she's also presenting in here, so you'll get to know her. But Jamie, feel free to put your link in here if you want to. And I'll put my link as well if I haven't already. I don't think I did. But I do have freebies. If you guys noticed, I have a freebie up already, and I'll probably do, in fact I will do a giveaway. So if you are on here liking and commenting and giving me hearts and stuff, then you're entered in the giveaway. And I don't know what it'll be, but it'll be something fall, some kind of cute little decor for fall. So be sure and like and comment. I'd love for you to follow me over on the Art and Grace page too when we're done. So let's see, there's a little bit of the base, and I might want to come down a little more, but I can always go back and add. So that's probably all I'm going to do right now. Next, I'm going to put on some of this jute that I told you I found, and I just love it. It's the cording, so we'll add that next. I didn't see any reason for it to go all the way up, so that we'll start like right here and kind of go around here. Just kind of tucking it up under there. I haven't burned myself yet. I'm doing good. I usually do. If you're still on with me, I'd love to see a like or a comment or a heart go up, because I'm trying to eyeball my cell phone. That's what I'm videoing with. And then I've got my laptop over here. But I can't see comments coming up, so I'm just hoping y'all are there. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I know I have such a tiny workspace. But I am, let me turn it this angle, you might can see better. So I'm just going around and putting some hot glue and then pressing it down against it. Not really being very neat because I am going more for speed than beauty, but oh yeah, Ashley, it is so fun to do unexpected things, and especially I like stuff like this. I would hang this in the kitchen, so I like taking things from the kitchen and then yeah, dressing them up, doing art with them when you can get them cheap like this. I mean, we can spare $1 pizza van, can't we? But I have, you know, in the past I've painted wooden spoons and even metal spoons before. So yeah, I'll craft with anything. What do you guys think of this jute looking tube? Do you like it, or do you think it looks real cheap? I want your honest opinion. So if you don't like it, I'd love to know. I mean, I want to know either way. I'm definitely prefer honest feedback, not just, oh, it looks good. You know, I want to know what you think. Thanks, Shelly. And you can bring that up as far as you want to, but I might take it up a little farther, but that's probably plenty. I really just wanted this part of the image showing. And that the words are good too, but I don't care about up here. We'll probably have most of that covered. Thanks, Jamie. Okay, so let's start adding other things like the flowers. We'll add the flowers. We're going to add these. We're going to add some of these little berry things. So you can see how it will start taking shape once we get more things added in. You can also, like I said, I was going to add a few of these here and there. And then you can also take the jute and even put pieces of that in, like, you know, kind of just like that, and as a little base underneath, just to give more texture. So I probably will do that just for fun. Shelly, it's your first time here? I am so glad you're here then. Great. You'll have to check out the last couple of days, artists and crafters, and then you've got a lot ahead of you, so good. Glad you're here. And Shelly, again, I thank you so much. I think you are the queen of crafting, and you make everything look so beautiful. We can learn so much from watching you, so thanks for inviting me and for even doing this event. These events take a lot of work, and you know, it's no small task to take one on and organize it, and you have to do a lot of planning and speaking to people about everything, so we appreciate it. And these are all bringing some joy to a hard time for most people. So I just took some of the jute and tied a knot around it just to kind of hold it tight, and it's good and tight. So now I can glue that in. Sorry, I didn't show myself tying that knot, but that's all I did was tie the knot around the jute. So I'll just put some glue on here and then put it in here. Hold it down while it dries a minute. So Shelly, it sounds like you've made these pizza pan decorations before. This is my first one. I just decided to use what I had. You know, I just was grabbing things at the Dollar Tree, and then when I saw the pan, that, gave me the idea to use that as a base, and I was like, perfect. So this probably is something that is common, and I just didn't know. So, but I'm curious what yours look like. I'm going to take this flower and I'm going to cut this off. Hopefully I can keep it together. You know, sometimes when you do that, they all fall apart, but I'm going to keep it together and then just use the flower and put that there. But I think I want to do some of this first so it comes down lower. So I'll take the stick off and then hot glue these down. If you feel like it's not gonna stay, I think it will, but I'll show you what I could do. Could take some of this jute and tie around it. You could tie around the middle or whatever, but I'm just going to tie around that part. And then I could also glue that down or tie it into this or whatever. So there's different ways if you feel like it's not going to stay or be secure. But I think it'll be fine, but I will go ahead and use this to kind of help glue it. Just help it grab onto something with this jute. Hey, is it Tina? Teeny? I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Teen. Gee, I don't know, but tell me how to pronounce your name because I don't want to mispronounce it. But glad you're here. Okay, so that's good. I'm just gonna cut that off, and that'll be an additional piece that I can glue down, and it'll get covered up. Teeny. Okay, Teeny. Cool. Glad you're here. I know you're an artist in here. You've probably already gone. I have just not had the time to watch. I watched Shelly's, but I will definitely go back, and I like to try to make everything that y'all do, just to, because you guys know what you're doing. I want to do it too, so I'll go back and do everybody's project. Cute. So this has the additional hold of that jute, so now I know it's not going to come off easily. And then I'm going to put a flower in there, or do I want it down here? You know, you just play with it and get it looking how you like it. But I want that to show. I kind of wanted that right there. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So on the ball, I'm probably going to put a little jute in this as well to grab onto. So cut another piece. Yeah, I know. There's so many fun things going on, and we want to do it all. I hate missing anything fun. But these are perfect, guys, for putting the little Christmas lights in them. So you can either leave it this color, which is really pretty and rustic, or you could paint it white or red or any color you want. And that would be really cute to add into decor. So I'm just going to kind of work this jute in here and bring it out through one of the holes. And so I just went in one little section and came out the other side, and that's going to hold that to the jute. Crochet hook, that's perfect. That would work great for this, wouldn't it? Yep. Just giving it something to hang on to, for the glue to adhere to and grab onto some of this greenery. Can you guys see it all? I'm just putting a dot of glue there. Put this down and then lay this jute in it. And then, sorry if that's loud, and then I'm going to kind of put a flower kind of up here so it covers some of that, and then also just comes up over the pan there. Really don't want this plastic on, so I'm going to take that off. What I said I really didn't like to do, but I'm going to do it. I like it flat when I'm doing something like this. And I'm just going to glue one piece to the other so this will all stay together. Just 3 layers, so it's easy. So now it's a little easier for me to work with. So put a little glue on the back, and then I'm going to press that down here. So it's already starting to take shape. You see what it's going to look like. Get an idea. Oh, that's cute. I like that right there. And I probably will just put some glue. They're so lightweight, y'all. These things are so lightweight that they'll stay. I like those peeking out. What do you think so far? Anybody have any opinions so far? Thanks, Deb. Another Deb. Deb, is your middle name either Ann or Jean? Because I feel like so many of us, mine is Jane, and my mom, I said one time, why did you name me Deborah Jane? That is horrible. And she said, oh, it was, so popular at the time. And I spelled your name fancy. And I said, no, you didn't. And she goes, Jane is Jayne. And I was like, oh my gosh, really? So she thought she was really cutting edge by putting a Y in there. Thanks, Tammy. Yeah, me too. They look burlappy, so I liked them a lot. Well, this part of the flower is actually burlap, so it's really cute. Okay, no, that's too close. So I just kind of eyeball it and see I have 4 of these. I'll probably only use 3, and I probably want it coming that way, so not one of those here. I might put another one of these coming up. I want some things coming up, some things coming down. So we'll go ahead and put these on here. Deborah Ann. I have a couple of Deborah Ann friends. It's hard to choose names because what we think is so cute and trendy and fun, you know, in 20 years, it won't be, so just have to name them something you like. I think I'm going to also, at this point, put in a little more of this jute. I've seen a lot of, I'll show you how I'm making this. So I'm just kind of looping it into these imperfect loops. Once I have several of them like this, I just wrap this around the base and then tie a knot. So now that's all knotted up. I'm doing one more knot just to make sure it's good and tight. And then we'll add a little glue on this and put that in there. I just think doing these crafts is the most relaxing thing. And I don't know about you guys, but I can sit and watch somebody craft and not have to craft. I even just think it's relaxing watching people paint or craft. Okay. I think it's time to add in a clip. And like I said, you can paint these if you want to, if you don't like the color of them. In fact, when you get yours, because this is brand new, but can you see there's a little hole in it right here? You might check yours real good before you check out. I mean, it's $1, so I can't complain, but I'm not going to use that one. I'll put that to the side. I might cover it with fabric another time, you know, or something, but I am going to dress up the stem, but the color I like, it matches these little balls. So I'm going to put some hot glue around. I keep dropping my jute. I have to search for it. I'm going to wrap the jute around the stem. It'll make it cuter and just add a little texture. You too, Deb? Yeah. I mean, I can just sit and watch someone paint or craft. This one has a little hole in it too, right there. I just saw. I didn't even notice it at first. But anyway, it's going to be on my wall. Nobody's going to see it. So, oh, I'm fine using it. I mean, from a distance, nobody would ever see that. That's why I say don't stress over the things you do, because, I mean, there aren't that many people that are going to be so close they would see a mistake. And if they are that close, they're probably either a really good friend or family. So they won't judge you. Anyway, it's looking a little better already. Next, next, I might add in one of this color. I think I want something else here. I might even add in another leaf. And then have that as a base. Let me just see how this would look to have as a base of, you know, so that has some separation between the two, so you could put it there, but I am going to put maybe one more of these. I just love the color combo of this. And from a distance, it's going to look cute. It won't look cheap. Isn't that the truth, Nelda? It's so true. I mean, we can get away with a lot more right now, can't we? And I think, you know, I don't mean self-care in the form of being selfish and just laying around and not doing anything, but there are times, girls, ladies, guys, whoever's on here, that we need to have some self-care. We need to allow ourselves to not feel guilty for taking a day to do nothing. Take a day, watch crafts. Take a day, read books. Take a day, sit on your back porch. Whatever makes you feel better, which for me is usually something in nature and some type of rest, you know. So don't feel guilty. This is a hard time for everybody, and we need to allow ourselves that time we need to get refreshed. Okay, so doing the same thing on here where I just took the stem off, and I'm going to glue these pieces together. No burns yet, y'all. I'm doing good on the hot glue. And put that right in there. I wish I could smell the candle I have burning. It is, I think, sunflower. Yeah, it's sunflower from Bath and Body. It's my daughter's, but she buys a lot of stuff like that. And then I'll take it and put it in here because she gets something else. Or yes, Nelda, relax and enjoy what you love and don't feel guilty. And maybe y'all are better at that than me. I just have always, my mom was a workaholic, and I got into that mindset, and where you just cannot sit. You have to be doing something. And it's a really terrible way to, to live. You've got to have times of downtime and rest. Okay, so there's a good place for this, I think. You like it there? You guys still with me? Hey, Tracy. Are you just getting on? Just popping in? Remember, guys, if you are commenting or throwing up hearts or anything, I'll go back and see that when I'm done and enter you into a giveaway. I'm going to be giving away some type of fall craft. I don't know yet. This was... I just knew I was going to do this yesterday, so for today. I am going to do the 12th, so I hope you guys tune in for that. So anyway, I don't have a giveaway prepared, but I will do something good. I was just a part of a Christmas event where we were doing the Christmas in July, and I gave away a lot of stuff. It was really fun. I love giving stuff away. It's like a, I don't know, it's, you know, it's a love language of giving, and it's just fun to give things to people. And most of this stuff isn't, you know, any big deal, but I like it. I like giving it away, and hopefully somebody likes getting it. Okay, so just tied the knot around this one again. Just made a little bunch of the loops, and yes, Nelda, it is definitely your time to just rest. I've seen a lot of people say, you know, oh, I just hate not cooking and my daughter-in-law wants to cook or whatever. And I'm like, oh, heck, I would love that. Like, let them. You know, I think it's their time to serve people. So, you know, let them do it, and they're getting a blessing from doing it. So. I need to be mindful that I'm checking to see how it's going to look on the wall. But I like it so far. Can you guys see so far? Okay, so let's see what next. Maybe one of these going here. I don't like to be super matchy-matchy, but I do want, you know, I want it to look balanced. So I'll put that there. I'll put this here. And then maybe one more of these going up. Such a small space where I'm sitting, it's hard to tell if I like what I'm doing. Oh, thanks, Janice. I appreciate that. Hey, Nilda, I didn't know we could do that. Can you sprinkle? Can you, yeah, I can't say that other word, but you can sprinkle it? I didn't know if it would let us outside the group, since it's technically a private group that you have to, you know, get into. But thank you. Appreciate that. And if you can't, I don't know if it lets people, but tell your friends. Oh, anybody that's not in here that likes crafts needs to be in here. So let your friends know they need to join. There's cute things already, but yeah, it's a whole month that we have to get to see some fun tutorials and ideas. Sometimes, you know, you may think, yeah, I don't want that for fall, but you might want to do something like this for Christmas. So just getting the ideas is important and helpful and simple. Yes, simple, Janice. I love simple. I don't think so, Nelda. I don't think so, because it's a private group. I don't think you can. But thanks for the thought. And the best thing you guys can do is just tell people, you know, you can share the event itself so that people can then request to join. And that's great, because I just hate for anybody to miss out on a free event. You know, there's just a lot of goodness going on right now because of COVID, and we're all pivoting to online. So I appreciate Shelly and others who are doing these events just to share this goodness with other people for no charge, just gathering creative people together to share what they do. Okay. I have to hold it up and kind of take a look and see what I think. Okay. I'm gonna move these over here. So I had my wire all out. I'm not using wire. I think I want this to go up like that. Sometimes I'll take the wire from, you know, something and just hold it down. But like I said, I'm doing good on not getting burned this time. So tell me in the comments, what's the last craft you guys made? Is there something that you made recently? I just got in some wood slices, so I painted a pumpkin on one. If you know those wood slices you see, and I use this copper color. Can y'all see that? It's just the prettiest color. It's my favorite right now. It's Decor bright copper. It's just really a pretty color. So I just had to do something on that wood slice. But I know I'll do a lot of those at Christmas. Probably put that right in here. Ooh, is it mandala or mandala? I never knew how to say that, but yes, those are really cool. I'd like to learn how to, or like to try that. Soft sculpt Christmas elves. Ooh, that sounds cool, Tisha. Soft sculpt Christmas elves. Oh, I want to see those. Mixed media. I love mixed media. Maybe I can come, I don't know, if you guys have any pages that I need to look at, like if you have a page where I can see your things, I'd love to see it. And you're all welcome to put it in here in the comments if you can. I don't know if you can put a picture in here or not. But I love looking at all kinds of crafts, not just, I do a lot of art, but for my home, I do lots of this stuff. Okay. So let's take a look. I just keep evaluating to see what I think. Yeah, I want to bring it down further. I definitely want to bring it down further. I know that. So, sorry, I'm moving your camera around. Nelda, I'll have to check that out. I don't know, Jennifer. You know, these flowers would be pretty easy to make if you have a sheet of burlap or some burlap fabric. But, you know, I figure why make them for, I can get several of them for $1. I might as well just get those. So just gluing that on this one. Diamond art painting. Pretty. I can't wait to see that. Oh, good. Thanks, Angie. I'll go check that out. Mixed media, Virginia. Yeah, if there's something you guys would like me to come check out, I would love to. So just post it there. And you guys are welcome to come follow my page, Art and Grace. I do lots of art, but I have a art membership that's not just about art. In fact, I say a lot that it is really, art's not even the main thing it's about, in my opinion. We do art, but I needed a community for myself that like to do art and crafts, and that just support each other and kind of encourage each other. I'm a big encourager. I like to share some, you know, positive things with people, and it's just so easy to be down right now. It's such a hard time for people and lots of struggles. So I don't know, I needed the group as well. So anyway, yeah, so I'd love for you to check out Art and Grace if you want to, and just follow along if you choose to. And then I'm gonna go check y'all out too. So just tying a simple knot here, nothing fancy, and I'm gonna do another one to make sure it's good and tight. Sweet teas, oh how cute, Southern Decor. Ooh, that sounds great. I can't wait to see that too. Man, I love sweet tea. I have really not had a full-blown sweet tea in a long time. I stopped because, you know, we love it in Texas, but it's not good for us. So I went to half and half now when I ordered. Okay, so I'm gonna glue this on and get some of that texture coming down. Try to get in a little bit under that flower. I'm doing the refresh, see if I can see any comments on here. Thanks, Christina. I don't know if I already saw your comment. I don't think I did, but okay. Let's take another peek. I think I still want to bring it down a little bit further, and then I'll be done. And add a ribbon. And I want you guys to see this ribbon I found. It's really cute. So anyway, I keep getting off camera, but I'm going to take this apart and to glue it like I was the other ones to have more flexibility. I'm just gluing the 3 pieces of it together. And then I'm going to glue it in here. And for anybody that popped on late, this is the base of this is just a piece of a calendar I cut out, one of the pages of the calendar, and then this jute tubing. Everything's from Dollar Tree, so definitely, I think I said $8 for all of it. It might have been 10. I can't remember now what I had and what I didn't, but you can do it. You can do it super cheap if you actually have some things left over from last fall. Try putting, oh, let me fix up this stem, and then we'll put one more pumpkin on it. Try to work fast so my glue doesn't dry. Just wrapping it around the stem. And don't worry if it's not perfect, because like I said, nobody's gonna, oh, you couldn't find the farmhouse calendar? Oh man. I know just from past that usually they'll get the same things. It's just may be another week or something, but I only got one, and of course my daughter was like, oh, you should have got more, and I should have. I just was in a hurry and grabbed, and I don't want to be one of those people that takes several of everything, because it is so hard to find things, but it's hard not to. When you find something really good, you're like, oh, I need several. But I hate, I don't hate people, but I hate it when somebody gets like all that they had. So they take 10 calendars and then nobody else can have one. So, okay, so got that. And I'm just going to clip that in. But I think they're learning that there's a lot of us out there, and I think they're starting to fill their stores better with things and realize what a big market they have. So maybe things will get better and they'll have more. Okay, do y'all think that looks done to you? I like it. Let me see though, and I'll look at your comments and see. Yes, Nelda, they do. I can hardly blame them yet. I do want everybody to get one or two. So if you think it looks done, let me know. And I'm going to kind of go on, because I can't see any comments, so I'm going to go on. But look at this cute ribbon for $1 at the Dollar Tree. It's 9 feet. And I thought this would bring out the color in the berries. And I just love it for fall. So if this doesn't stick, one of y'all can tell me, does this ribbon stick to the metal? If not, I may have to drill holes in this and then use jute. What I would do is use jute to hang it, drill holes, use jute, and then tie the ribbon bow onto it. But I was thinking it'd be cute too. I don't know, can you see that? Have it hang from this cute ribbon. It is thick, so I'm not sure. You can also hot glue and just have it kind of a smaller little tube ribbon like that. But tell me what you think of this cute little barn, and just really rustic and neutral. Neutrals is what I was thinking. So anyway, I don't think, I'm going to bring the camera up. There. I don't think I'm going to worry about gluing the ribbon on right now. I think I'm going to probably end up drilling holes up at the top, hanging it from jute, and then tying a bow on. But you could also put in some of this ribbon in here. You see how that would look sticking out? So there's a lot you can do with this. There's a lot you can do. But here's the finished design. You can also stand this up on a, what do you call those? Like a little easel, or but I know there's a different word, like a plate stand. And it would be cute just on your kitchen counter, sitting on a plate stand, or sitting on your stove area. That'd be cute. So guys, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this or got something out of it. I really like having the company, so thank you. And if you watch on the replay, let me know. Be sure and grab the freebies that I have. I've got some lists that you can print out for free, and it's one of them is so you can track whatever crafts you're doing or you want to do and the supplies that are required. And the other one is a list so you can put what you need from each store. So if you go to Walmart, I need this and this. If I go to Michael's, I'm going to need this and this. And that way you've got everything together for what you need for all these great fall crafts. So thank you, Shelly, for asking me to participate, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'm going to come answer your questions or look at your pages and all that. So thanks again, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.